Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome in. Hold on. What is going on? Okay. Sorry. Hello, everybody. What is going on? Another week, another drama. Another week, another drama. We have so much crap to talk about until election day, of course, as you guys know. It is going to be hell on earth for the next few months until election day. And then once election day comes, we all know that Joe Biden dropped out of the race. You guys know that, right? Joe Biden has dropped out of the race because of COVID. COVID, he said. He dropped out because of COVID. He got COVID, and that was the moment where he said he can't handle it. Yeah. So Joe Biden is no longer there, and he said that he will not endorse his vice president Trump. I'm sorry, I meant the president of Ukraine, Putin. I meant no, wait. I meant his vice president Harris. He will not endorse Harris for president. He will not endorse her in her run for president. Democrats have gone mad because they don't know where their party is going. The Democrat Party is falling apart. They don't have a leader to gather behind, while the Republican Party has been uniting in ways that we've never seen before. The Republican Party is as united as ever been, really. It was no struggle to find who would be the Republican nominee. Everybody rallied behind Trump, essentially. We didn't have any problem finding our nominee. The Republican Party is united behind Trump. And the Democrat Party, well, they don't even have a nominee. And the one that they did have has dropped out. And they don't have anybody who is, like I told you, Big Mike. Big Mike is, I swear, I promise you guys, if they cannot find somebody to rally behind, I promise you. You guys want a pinky promise? Give me your pinkies. Everybody give me your pinkies. Give them to me. Give them to me right now. I pinky promise you that Big Mike is going to be one of the options that they choose to push for president. It's going to be Harris. Might have Gavin Newsom, maybe. Well, we don't know. And then Big Mike. So it's horrible. It's sad. I mean, it really is sad, but then it's also very happy. But the thing that I want to share with you guys today is this. This may be a video that you guys have seen before, but it's something that I didn't see before. Okay? I'm going to share it with you. There's a Democrat who said that they are leaving the Democrat Party because, oh, really, Aunt? No. Oh, no. Have they not had enough? Guys, if that happens, oh, I will have stock on my fermented tea. Look, my fermented tea, listen, I might actually have fermented tea that will make me loopy, okay? If that happens, oh, okay, all right, let me stop. Okay, it's a fever dream for me. Only in my biggest dreams will they put Hillary again. Oh. Anyway, the reason why I want to talk to you guys today is because there was a Democrat who said that they are leaving the Democrat Party. The reasoning is the reason why we're here today. The reason why I have summoned you all today is to talk about the reasoning why this Democrat is leaving the Democrat Party. Let me share with you this video. It's just a clip. It's a small clip, okay, guys? It's not going to be movie night. Just relax, all right? Relax. Hold your horses. I need to share with you this, okay? Hold on. I'm pulling it up. It's only going to take me a second because I prepared it for you guys, huh? I prepared it because I knew that this was going to be the subject. So here we go. I'm sharing my screen. Big Mike. Big Mike. Ah, boy. All right, here we go.
and members. I'd like to say, as a progressive, proud member of this body for the last 12 years, I'm done. I'm done with us protecting people who would buy and abuse our children. I'm done. I don't want to send more black and brown men to prison. I don't want more people in prison, but I don't want people buying girls. I don't want people buying little girls anymore. And I'm tired of saying it's okay and that we have to protect the men who do it. As a mental health professional and as a social worker, I can tell you I've spent my entire career working with people who have been wounded. I'm not going to say beyond repair, but they have been wounded to their core by the abuse that's been heaped on them, oftentimes by those that they love and look to protect them.
So, if you guys didn't hear her, she said she is leaving the Democrat Party because she is done. She is done supporting the party that supports pedophilia, but the party that pardons and protects the PDF files. She said she doesn't want to see more black and brown people being arrested. Like, what does that have to do? What does the color of your skin have to do with your arrest status or whether you're not arrested? Listen, the color of your skin did not make you commit the crime, okay? If you, whatever, I'm not even gonna get into that. But nonetheless, she says, I don't want to see more black and brown people being arrested, but I refuse to support this where we are seeing girls being sold, girls being bought. So that tells me that the Democrat Party is fully aware that they are the party of pedophilia. They are the party of protecting pedophiles. So all of this acting that they've been doing, that they don't know what it is, they've never heard of it. Stakatakata. In truth, all of the Democrats know that they are supporting pedophilia, trafficking, and the abuse of children. To have one Democrat wake up with a conscience, all of a sudden, this Democrat woke up with a conscience and said, I am not going to continue to support this. You know what that says to me? It says to me that there are hundreds of her in that party that wake up every day knowing I'm going to say it because I think I deserve to say it in this context. The shit, okay? Knowing there's hundreds of her that wake up every single morning knowing the shit that goes on in that party, knowing the pedophilia, knowing the trafficking of children, knowing all this stuff, and they continue to go on along with it every single day, every single week, every single year. And then they're happy because they're getting paid from it. They're getting money from it because what will be the other incentive? Unless you're just a pedophile yourself who enjoys this kind of sick. There's hundreds of her who wake up every day and they don't speak out. They don't have a conscience. But this woman, when I saw this video, guys, it really hurt me because I thought to myself, wow, this is a nobody Democrat. This Democrat is a nobody. The one who said that she's leaving the party, she's a nobody. So imagine if she's just a nobody Democrat, then the big Democrats, the big, class A, class B Democrats, that means they know way more than this nobody Democrat knows. And that nobody Democrat, with the little that she knows about what's going on in her party, she said, enough, I can't take it. Imagine what the bigger ones know. Imagine what the bigger ones are holding and hiding and protecting. Imagine. I mean, man. And she comes out and, oh, I can't take it anymore. You know what? Don't tell us. Tell the police. Don't tell us. Don't tell us that you have a guilty conscience. Take that to the FBI. Take that to the people that need to hear the story. I'm glad that she has a guilty conscience. But why don't you tell the people that can do something about it? Why don't you tell the people that can make a difference? Well, I guess she did in a way. She did tell us. But what can we do if we don't know exactly what she knows? That's my thing. So I don't know how you guys feel about that video I just showed you with her saying that she has a guilty conscience and she's leaving the Democrat Party because of pedophilia. Because people say this is a left or a right thing, but I also don't think it's a left or a right thing. I know that this still happens in the Republican Party as well. It's not so much a party issue, it's more of a swamp creature issue. These are people who have been in the swamp for so long that to them, that muddy water looks clean. To them, they don't see the filth anymore because it's just so normal. I don't think that this is a left or right issue. We're going to act like there's only Democrat people who are going to these pedophile parties. It's not just Democrats, it's Republicans too. Let's not act, okay? We're not going to act like, oh, the Republican Party is so clean and so good. No, no, no. Don't get your heads out your asses. If that's what you think, that's not true. I hope nobody here thinks that. I hope nobody here thinks that. But these people are the swamp. And you know, one thing about the Democrat Party is that we know that the Democrat Party is the only party that outwardly supports it and is trying to make it a normal thing. You guys know that they added a P to the LGBTQIA plus blah, 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 blah. They added the P to it. The pedophile. They said the pedophile is just another way to love. That it is just another form of love. It's just not accepted. Just like how gays weren't accepted. Now, gays are accepted. So eventually, pedophilia should be accepted too. Mm-hmm. It's just another way of love. No, because guys, this is modern times. We have established as humanity in the last 100 years that children under the age of 18 should not be touched. This is the morality of today. We say this is what we do. This is how we respect childhood. So if you want to keep diddling children, you're in the wrong time period. I want to ask you guys, when you guys see that they added the P to the LGBTQIA plus pedos plus everything sick, do you guys know the other term that they're using for them? Because we're not supposed to call them pedophiles anymore. We're not supposed to call them that. We're supposed to call them something else. Do you guys know what it is? I'll wait. They have a special word now for this group of people so that the word pedophile is not seen as an insult. They want to make it so that it's a softer term. Huh? A softer, more acceptable. Thank you. Thank you. And we're not talking about Google Maps. It's not a Google map. It's not a Apple map. It's not a map, because you know what a map is? A map is a guide. It's a way to get you from point A to point B. A map is a way that you can get yourself and orient yourself. This is not a map. This is a minor attracted person. Minor attracted person. Minor attracted persons. The I feel like cursing so bad tonight. I am just in a bad mood today. I think the braids are like my horn. You know what I mean? You guys know, if I have braids now, it's horns, because I feel like using the F word, the S word, the every word under the book. Every time I talk about these minor attracted persons, every time I talk about these minor attracted persons, it brings something visceral inside of me, because I'm like, we have established as humanity that we will protect childhood. Now, we will protect it. And those people who go against it on purpose, or if you do have those type of urges, seek assistance, seek help. No, I mean, I don't know. But you know what? Maybe there is no cure for these type of people. Maybe there is no cure. And this is where rooftop parties come in. Because the rooftop party, listen, wait, hear me out. Hear me out. All I'm saying is that, okay, wait. All I'm saying is that rooftop parties are ways, it's a celebration, if you will. It's a celebration of the ability and the technology of humanity, that we are able to build buildings that are high enough that if you push someone off of them, that distance from rooftop to ground is just enough distance to make your body go splat. And when your body goes splat, you are no more. I'm just saying, it's a celebration of sorts of the technology and the building capacities, if you will, of humanity. It's a celebration. So endorse the rooftops, endorse the rooftop parties. Okay? I don't know why Americans are so opposed to these things. I don't know. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. I am happy. Summer is in full effect. And as you guys know, I get the depression every summer. Every summer, I go through summertime depression. The reason is because I can only handle so much summer. I can only handle so much of it. I can't handle it for extended periods of time. Nonetheless, Tomas says Hillary once defended a rapist during her law career, claiming the underage victim was attracted to grown-ups, and the chomo got acquitted. Tomas, talk to you real quick. Tomas, come here, come here. Come here, come here. Let me grab your ear for a second. Put a trigger warning before you give me a comment like that, okay? Okay, because you know what I want to do when I read something like that? When I read something like that, there's a visceral, my eye starts twitching, okay? I get, Tomas, this is your ear in my finger, okay? This is your ear in my hand. Put a warning before you write in a comment like that. Go to the naughty corner. But listen, Tomas, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. What, her husband is one of them. Isn't it? Wait, wasn't Bill Clinton's name on the Jeffrey Epstein list more than once? Wasn't it quite a few times that he was visiting? Huh. So why would Hillary ever be opposed to diddling children? I mean, why would I expect anything less? She probably thinks, Samuel, get over here. She probably thinks that her husband was attractive to 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds, and so on. She probably thinks that. Fionn says it's recorded. I know. I never said he wasn't right. My problem is when I read it out loud, I wasn't expecting to read what I read. That's the problem. I never for a second thought that he was lying, because nothing about that woman surprises me. Nothing that anybody says about that woman really surprises me. We felt bad for her for a second because when she got cheated on in the White House, people were like, oh, poor Hillary. But no, there's no reason to feel bad for her. Samuel, get over here. Why? What is going on? Are you having that thing again happen?
Yeah, I'm having issues with my whole setup right now. It's trying to blow up.
I'm sorry, Samuel. I hope it gets better.
Yeah, I'm working it out. Don't worry.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Everybody, give a round of applause to Samuel. He does his best. Right, D-Day. I endorsed rooftops. I love it. It's hi Lepo. He says, well, not to burst your bubble, but some survived a long drop. Hey, listen. If you survive one of those long drops, I would think that after a drop like that, you would never ever commit the offense again that got you on that rooftop in the first place. You know what I mean? Typically, you don't do the thing that got you in that position again. typically. So if you survive, Olindy says, Auntie blowing up my phone complaining that sweet Amira is using bad words. Who is Auntie? Who is Auntie? Who's your Auntie? Because don't scare me. Don't scare me. I'm sorry. If any of my elders are here, I apologize. I am going to be good now, I promise. But elders, you must understand. You guys must know how I feel, okay? I don't think I should be getting punished for my feelings, okay? Curse in Arabic and Russian. Dinahul. Dinahul. It's called a pedophile. Get the wood chipper up. Seriously. Seriously. Hello, D14. Nice to meet you, D14. Maps, ask them. Ask the maps. Aaron, nice to see you again, Aaron. Hi, M. I'm glad you guys are here. Hello, Barbarian. He said, Amira, the Savage, is checking in tonight. Hell yeah. Let me get a hell yeah. See, I tell you, Americans look at me like I'm some la 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 la. I know I am a la 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 la, but at the same time, I'm very American too. You know, I am still very much American as well. Because when I go back to the Middle East, they call me the American. I don't get accepted as the Arab anymore. Ah, Mr. Renegade. Hi, Mr. Renegade. Sitting right there in the house. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, he said she lost me when she called herself a proud member. Proud of what? The Democrat Party. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She was a proud member of the Democrat Party. But you know what, Nuka? Don't you think? Don't wait, all of you. Don't you guys think that there are members of the Democrat Party that genuinely believe that their party is the party of good? You know what I mean? There are people who really do believe that they are doing the best thing by being a Democrat. Because people like Rachel, for example, Rachel, my best friend, she in no way believes that her party is of the devil. She doesn't believe that. She believes that her party is the party that is wanting all the good in the world to prevail. No matter how many times I tell her that her party is the party of pedophilia, of mental illness, of supporting drug addicts, drug dealers, and everything alike, everything that comes along with the drugs, her party is the party of supporting killing babies, killing machines, killing of everything, and then keeping the rapist alive and keeping the murderer alive. You want to kill the innocent babes, well, you keep the murderer fucking alive. When I tell her that her party is the party that is in many ways what is wrong with this nation, the party that defends and protects the criminal instead of protecting the hard-working citizens that pay the wages of the police officer, instead of supporting the people that pay the wages of the police officer and the police officer, they'd rather support the criminal against the police officer and the law-abiding citizen. When I tell her these things, she cannot look past the theory or the ideology that the Democrat Party is the anti-racist party. For her, that is the most important part of the party. If racism is at the forefront, then that's all that really matters. When I tell her that her party is the reason why she's struggling well, she's not really struggling, but I'm saying the reason why all the prices of everything is going up, the reason why the taxes are so extreme, the reason why our schools are failing, the reason why we are failing worldwide, she refuses to believe that. Because you know what she tells me? She tells me that the Democrats are the party of the educated. The educated people turn out to be Democrats 100%. She told me this. Everybody who has gone to university ends up being a Democrat. People who have not gone to university end up being Republican. What does that tell you, Amira? And of course, I always answer the same way, which gets us in a fight. I answer, that typically tells me that the people who go to college and university are indoctrinated, and because of said indoctrination, they turn out to be Democrats because it turns into a cult ideology, and they're just following what they're told. So when I say that, she ends up telling me that no, that's actually the Republican Party and blah, blah, blah. So there are people out there, guys, who really believe that the Democrat Party is the right way to go, who really believe that by them being Democrats, that they're being good people, that good people are Democrats, good people are Christians, and the Christians are Democrats, that good Democrats are Christians and good Christians are Democrats. But I always say the same thing, and you guys hear me out, guys. Say it with me. Any party, come on, that believes in, oh, here we go. You guys are following with me. Say it together. Any party that believes in rainbows and same-sex marriages and so on and so forth could never be the Christian party. I think we said that all together, didn't we? We said that together. You guys understood. Any party that believes in two pencils hitting each other, or two, I want to say conchas, two ocean shells hitting each other, any party who believes in that could not be considered the party of Christians or anybody religious for that point, for that matter. Because in your Bible, in your own book, it says it's an abomination, and you whatever. But anyway, I'm speaking to the choir. I'm preaching to the choir. Let's move on to a different subject. I want to share something with you. Hold on. I have it written down because I wrote it down again. So hold on. 1 second. I'm reading your guys' things too. Exactly. Teddy. Okay, I'm ADD right now. Teddy. Exactly. College students regurgitate what they hear. So tell me something. You go to school, right? You go to school. You get told what to believe in the school, because the school is no longer a place of free thought, because the person that disagrees with you now in the university is now failed. Their school grades suffer because they disagree with the ideology of the fucking professor. They are harassed at school. They are ostracized. They are called bigots, racists, and homophobes because how dare you go against the science? The science. We all gotta believe in the science. So if you go against all of those things, you are considered regressive, a homophobe, all kinds of things, right? There is no freedom of thought anymore in this school. So don't tell me anything about like, oh, the educated are the Democrats. Educated today only means indoctrinated. I don't want to be educated. I want to be intelligent. There's a difference between being educated and being intelligent. Your intelligence is not based on being educated. Intelligence is your ability to recognize patterns and to predict what's next. Your ability to see beyond what's in front of you. Your ability to have curiosity. This is intelligence. Curious people are intelligent. People who recognize patterns, that is a sign of IQ. That's what the IQ test is about anyway. The IQ test is judging, or you could say grading, your ability to recognize patterns and to predict what's next. That's what that is. And you going to school and you remembering things and just regurgitating whatever you learned, it's the same thing that you're going to forget in 2 months. 2 months time. When you get out of the university, you're going to forget whatever you learned 2 months ago. You only learned it so that you could pass a test and to get out of the university. Because the majority of the things that you learn in university, you don't use again. Majority. The only people that need that university training are the people who are working in specialized fields, whether it be medicine, law, engineering, and science. You could say science and so on and so forth. But those are the only people who are actually going to have to remember the things that they learned in university. But anyway, one second. I'm trying to pull up these notes that I made for you guys because I always do. Here's another thought that I had this week. I said there should be a registry, just like sex offenders have to go on the registry. You guys know that. If you don't comply with the registry, then you are arrested again because of your non-compliance with the sexual offender registry, sex offender registry. I propose that there should be a registry for false accusers, false accusers. Is that the way that right word to say it? The false accusers. Anybody who makes a false accusation should be put on a registry. The registry should be stretched beyond sex offenders. And the second category in the registry should be the false accusers, the people who have brought on false accusations against someone and has ruined their life. You should be put on a registry list. Man, seriously. Oh, it didn't even save it. Because I had another one, but it didn't save it because I know I wrote it. I know I did. You know where I can find it? I can find it in my emails, actually. I can find it here in my emails. Hold on, guys. One sec. Oh my gosh, that's bright. I need my glasses. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. Oh, thank you, Larry. Larry did give us a list, actually. He gave us a list even though he couldn't be here today. So thank you so much, Larry. Everybody give well, you can't give a round of applause because he's not here, but whatever. We'll figure it out anyway. Oh, DJ says, I'm just getting past relationship flashbacks. Lol. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Gimmick. It's all just shaming language to keep you in line, not to win an argument or to discuss ideals. But wasn't that the point of university, Gimmick? The point of university was to be challenged beyond what you had grown up believing, or to be challenged beyond your comfort bubble. That's what the point of university was. Now, the point of university is to make your bubble more solid, is to keep you in your bubble and to make sure nobody bursts your bubble or nobody even presents any type of risk to your bubble being broken. It's like we're protecting freaking virginities over there. Like your mind is a virgin and you are protecting the virginity of your brain. That's what university is now. We might as well just call it the campus of protecting mental virginity. Let's all protect our mental virginity. God forbid your brain gets stretched out. God forbid there's any miles on your intellect. God forbid. Right? Nobody wants to get their cherry popped. You can't get your mental cherry popped. I can't. And so, Gimmick, your idea of having an argument and to discuss ideals, these are things that are so antiquated, Gimmick. You're living in the 18th century. That stuff doesn't exist anymore. That's not what university is for. University now is to make sure you understand that you are bad if you are white, and if you're black, you're good. That if you're white, you are the offender, you are the perpetrator, you are the murderer, the enslaver, the colonizer, blah, blah, blah. And if you black, then you are the victim, the victor, the one that comes out in the end shining. You are great, you are perfect. Be you, you are beautiful. Says it's a mouthful of a uni name, but I'm here for it. Wait, what name are you guys talking about? What name is this? Oh, it says, is Larry trapped in the airport? Speaking of the airport, I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. Well, I should be leaving tomorrow, but I should be going up north tomorrow because I'm supposed to be filming tomorrow. If you guys didn't know, last week, you guys remember when Dion came on to our channel? He invited me to do some street filming. I got permission. My husband said yes, and we are going north. My husband's coming with. We are going up there to do filming on the streets of the Pacific Northwest. We are going to be on the streets talking to the people. We're going to be out there with microphones, Trump hats, Trump flags, and everything. And a little bit of iron, if you guys know what I'm saying by that. We will be out there with Trump flags and a little bit of iron on our hips. But nonetheless, we are going out there. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be fun. And I'm excited. I'm excited. If you guys don't know, back in the day when we used to do those street interviews, many times we were assaulted with eggs. People were throwing eggs at us. People were trying to spit on us. They were yelling at us. They were just walking past us, flipping us the bird, as they say. I mean, it was crazy. But that's my idea of fun. I mean, that's my idea of a good time. So that's what our plan is for either tomorrow or Monday. So just so you guys know, I do have a flight planned, but I'm waiting for the okay from Dion first. So I'm excited about that, you guys. Wish me luck, although I won't need it. But wish me luck, I guess. Wish us luck that we can get good content and good interviews from people that will not be triggered too much. Hello, Neil. He says, I have found that when I refute liberal arguments with facts, hardcore liberals will first deny the fact, no matter how well documented, and then create their own fact to support their position. Or instead of creating their own fact, they bring up how they feel about the matter. The feeling is what matters most, Neil. It's mostly about the feeling. You know what I mean? It's not even really about any type of facts or statistics, because once you bring up statistics, it's always like, yeah, but that's just written on paper. That doesn't mean anything. Oh, that doesn't mean anything. Not everybody's feelings are documented. That's the typical response that you get from them. Lipo. Popping mental cherry is against thought control. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. Gimmick says, what is your thoughts on Charlie Kirk going to universities, challenging students? Well, he's basically doing the same thing that, what's his name was doing? Not Mark Dice. Was it Mark Dice or Steven Crowder? Yeah, Steven Crowder. He's basically doing the same thing that Steven Crowder was doing. And that's a dangerous thing, but I think it's a good thing because that's the breeding ground of okay, watch. The university is the indoctrination camp of America, right? That's where you go to get indoctrinated and to get basically all of the intelligence drained out of you so you can accept the indoctrination. So, what better place to go than the exact place where people are being indoctrinated to wake them up and to challenge their beliefs? And that is what universities should be in the first place. Check this out. Every university should have an open floor. What's it called? What's that called, guys? Where it's like a Times Square, but it's like a place where everybody comes to express their beliefs or their views, or it's like a town square, right? Isn't it called like a town square? But nonetheless, every university should have tents of different schools of thought everywhere. That's how it should be. That's how a university should be. It should be an open ground for debate, discussion, ideas, inventions, proposals. I mean, everything should be at a university. That should be the place where minds are expanding. And but we see that universities are not that. Every university you go to has freaking fag flags everywhere. You have a fag flag everywhere in university. But God forbid you have a Christian symbolism. You can't have any Christian symbolism because you can't bring ideologies there. You're not allowed to preach ideologies in universities because they're secular, right? They're secular. So if they are secular, why in the flying F do we have the religion of faggotry? Why is the religion of faggotry so acceptable, but the religion of good and righteousness is not? Why is it that the religion of righteousness and good that talks about the rainbow being the sign that God would never hurt us like he did before, whatever the rainbow actually signified? I believe it meant something like that it was a promise to humanity that he wouldn't kill us again or something like that. The rainbow meaning something so beautiful, a promise from God, turned into an abomination. The rainbow, something that was so good and a symbolism of good, now is a symbolism of butt fucking. Do you guys realize how perverted that is? The rainbow, one of the most beautiful symbols in on the world, something that meant something so good, is now the symbol of butt fucking. You know how YouTube has transcripts now? So, like, when you're watching the video, you can read along in the transcript of the video that you're watching. I think that the transcript to this live stream may why don't we go to the news? Let's figure out what is going on around the world. Shouldn't we? Let's talk about what's going on in the world today. Why don't we? Samuel, don't do that. Listen. I stop myself. Don't give me that look with your tentacles and all that. Stop it. I tried. I tried. But you know what do you want me to do? When you Samuel, that's what it is. That's what it is. Why how am I supposed to unpervert that? Are you here? Oh,
I'm here. Yeah, I don't disagree with anything you said. I just think it's funny that it came out of your mouth and not mine. That's all.
Samuel, I'm so tired of them. I'm just so tired of it. And I'm not a homophobe. All right. So, Keela? Go to the naughty corner right now. Right now. Right now. All right, we need to bring somebody who has the holy water. Somebody in the chat throw holy water. Somebody in the chat throw holy water. We need holy water. Our next live stream is going to be Bible study. You guys know that? We're doing Bible study. Okay? Our next live stream is going to be Bible study. We're going to open up the book of John and we are going to start from there. All right, Bible study. Because apparently something is wrong with us. And whoever is just coming into the stream, welcome to the Exile Lioness channel. Um, don't rewind. Just don't rewind and don't wonder what just happened a couple of minutes ago. Never wonder, because curiosity killed the cat. And wondering sometimes will get you in more questions than answers. So, for those just joining us, welcome to the Exile Lioness channel. Throw your shoe. You're so racist. You think all Arabs just have random shoes to throw? Stop it. Stop it. That was only to George W. Bush. We only do that to George W. Bush. Stop it. Stop it. Christianity can only be discussed when it is liberals explaining to Christians how unchristian we are, how we really don't understand Christ or his doctrines. Yeah, because they do. Yeah, the liberals understand. They know. They know. Remember, Neil, they're the ones who started righteousness, Neil. They're the ones who began all the good. They're the ones who freed the slaves. Christians freed the slaves. Not Christians, Democrats, liberals. The Democrats and the liberals freed the slaves. But if we look at history, that's not the truth. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, because there was a party switch. You see, there was a party switch, and then that's what happened. Because remember, because the Democrats are always the good ones. Because remember, they were the ones who were good, and there was a party switch. And after the party switch, the Republicans became Democrats, and the Democrats became Republicans, and everybody switched ideologies, because that's just what people do. And that's the only reason why the Republicans are the ones documented to have freed the slaves. I mean, that's the only reason why, is because there's lies, and there's a party switch, yeah, because that's how it really happened. Yeah. The foot bucking. I love it. I really love it. Thank you. Thank you so much for that one. Hey, listen. Go to. I'm putting you in a naughty corner myself. Don't. You. Ooh. You better not. You better not. Samael, I sent you a video about holy water on X. That whole sentence sounds wrong. Am I missing something there? Was that something naughty? Was that something bad? Did I miss something? Because that whole sentence sounds wrong. Here, would you like some holy water on X?
It's not exactly holy water, and yeah, Suka, I watched it. I was not happy that I watched it, so we're just gonna leave it at that.
Of course it wasn't. Of course it wasn't. Yes, go back to the shadows, Samael. Back to the shadows where you belong. See, people like myself are righteous. You don't belong here with us. No, Samael, you belong in the shadows. You belong in the shadows. The light will just burn you. You'll just burn. The light will hurt you. Go to the shadows. I'm not a homophobe. I'm not afraid of LBJs or Gs. I just don't want to be like them, or have them teaching young children how to be them. Remember, they said we only want to get married like the rest of us. It's not like we want to take over and take your children. We're not trying to indoctrinate your children on the ideologies of butt fucking. That's not what we're trying to do. Okay? We just want to get married like everyone else. We want to be as unhappily married as everyone else. That's it. Why are you holding us back from being married? Right? Because that's all we want. We don't want to be in your schools. We don't want to take your children. We don't want to change the whole world into being gay. It's not like we're going to be in your schools teaching your children and having drag queens read books to your kids. It's not like we're going to do that. What's the problem? And guess what? Everybody said, yeah, yeah, they're right, guys? Yeah, we're wrong. We shouldn't hold them back from being as unhappy as we are in marriage. Go ahead, live, be free, be free. And now look at us. No, I don't want to see the video. I really don't. No, I don't. Biden COVID. Oh, no. Did you guys hear? So, Joe Biden said, I'm not dropping out of the race. If anything, everybody knows I'm a fighter and I'm going to fight for this country because I beat Donald Trump once. And by gosh darn it, I'm the only one who can beat him again. You guys remember that? You guys remember that? Nobody can beat Donald Trump except me. I've done it before. I do it again. He gets coronavirus. All of a sudden, he gets the China virus. He gets the China flu, the sweet and sour sniffles. Now he has sweet and sour sniffles. And now he's like, you know what? I think you guys are right. I think you guys, I can't do this. I can't do it. I can't be in this campaigning and doing all this. I step down. Joe Biden, wait, you're stepping down, Joe Biden? Yes, with a heavy heart, I must say that I'm choosing chocolate ice cream tonight. I mean, what? Joe Biden, if you're stepping down, will you endorse Kamala Harris? Hell no. I may be old and decrepit and don't remember my last name. Hell, I don't remember my first name either. But I would never endorse that whore. Joe Biden, do you believe that Kamala Harris is incapable or incompetent? I would have never chose a vice president like Donald Trump if I would have thought that she was incompetent. Did he just call Donald Trump his vice president? He did. He did. He just called Donald Trump his vice president. Hell no, to Camel Toe. Did you guys hear that Mrs. Camel Toe herself is out and about on the campaign trail looking for a vice president nominee? She's looking for someone to nominate as her vice president. I can't wait to see who it will be. Huh? I am waiting with certain things in my hands. I am waiting with the excitement, okay, of Jeffrey Epstein at a playground. I am waiting, holding my breath, okay? I'm holding my breath. I am so excited. And I am sure, just like I'm sure that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, I am so sure that her vice presidential pick will be another DEI hire. Diversity, equality. No, not equality, equity, even worse. And inclusion. I bet it'll be a Samuel, I stopped myself. I see, I think I deserve something. Okay. I bet it will be someone from the rainbow group. Or maybe someone black. I bet. I know. Do you guys remember when he said that? He said that. My butt's been wiped. He said that to the press. He said that to the press. I forgot. I forgot. No, I'm not Nuka. My Nuka? No. I'm anything far from it. You know what the problem is? I try to talk to you guys, and it's almost as if reality is more funny than fiction. You know what I mean? Reality is more funny than fiction because I try to talk to you guys about the real things that are happening in the world with a straight face, and even I can't keep a straight face. So, you guys are calling me a comedian when all I'm doing is telling you what's going on in the world today. You guys are finding it funny, not me. Hmm? I'm stressed. I am stressed. Joe and the hoe have got to go. Joe and the hoe have got to go. Joe and the hoe have got to go. Joe and the hoe have got. Okay, sorry, I'll stop. But we get the picture. Amira, I need to get on your level. Well, let me tell you how do you do that. If you want to get on the level of Amira, the exiled lioness, first what you will need to do is ferment some tea. Find some tea and ferment it for yourself today. It only takes a couple of weeks of fermenting, and you can enjoy the natural high that comes with being Amira. Along with that, you must also go out and do your daily blood hunting. Blood hunting is a great exercise that comes with hours of fun and enjoyment for the whole family to enjoy. Get your dose of Amira today. Okay, so I want to move on to let's see. Keela, quiet, quiet, go away. I want to move on to the news. Here we go. Zelensky is scheduled to meet with President Trump. Now, if you guys don't know, Putin responded to Trump. Trump made a claim during the presidential debates that he would get the war with Ukraine and Russia resolved before he was even president. That while he's a nominee or president elect, that he would resolve the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Putin responded to Trump's claim with this. He said, I hear that Trump has said that he plans to resolve the problems between me and Ukraine. I am excited to hear what his proposals are. I believe that with a sincere heart that he is sincere with his intentions and that he really does plan to resolve the issues between, myself and Ukraine. Can you guys believe that President Putin is taking the ex-president, former president, more serious than he's taking Joe Biden? He is responding to President Trump as if President Trump was president. He is responding to a presidential candidate rather than responding to the freaking president, the current president. Can you guys, that is the amount of respect that other countries have for Joe Biden. Instead of responding and talking to Joe Biden, because Joe Biden is the president, instead of talking to him, Putin is moving right past Joe Biden and speaking to Trump, who is a former president, no longer the president, and a possible president-elect. That is disrespectful to Joe Biden, but guess what? Nothing's going to happen because nobody takes him serious. Everybody, even the president of Russia, takes Trump more serious than he takes Biden. I mean, that is crazy. But Putin responded to Trump saying that he is excited to see what Trump proposes to do to resolve the issues between Russia and Ukraine. Exactly, Aaron. That's what I'm saying. Well, that's how I feel too, Farmer. But if you think about it, we have a president. We have a president. A president that doesn't have any ideas on how to resolve the conflict between Ukraine and Russia. But Putin is responding to Trump. Oh my gosh. Anyway, next, I want to continue with this thing. I'm trying to get it to you guys, but it's taking forever. Here we go. The day after Trump accepted the GOP nomination, Ukrainian President Zelensky was reportedly expected to speak with the likely future second-term president. Trump vowed to settle the Ukraine-Russia war before stepping into the White House in January, as you guys know, and heavily criticized the amount of aid that the U.S. has given Ukraine, which we all know is money laundering. That's the only reason why they're so excited to send billions and billions of dollars over there, because that money is being laundered, being put back into the pockets of these corrupt politicians. Every time Zelensky comes to this country, he walks away with $60 billion. The greatest salesman ever is what Trump said in regards to Biden and Zelensky's relationship. Zelensky, who just days ago asserted that the U.S. officials should not wait until November to give him more money and weapons, because obviously Zelensky is the sugar baby of Joe Biden. Joe Biden is, come sit on daddy's lap. Come sit on daddy's lap, Zelensky. It's nice and warm for you, baby. Come sit on daddy's lap. Joe Biden is the sugar daddy for Zelensky. It all makes sense. Zelensky, young, handsome. Biden, old, decrepit, with money that doesn't belong to him. Just ready to give that money to Zelensky. Anyway, Zelensky asserted that the U.S. officials should not wait until November to give him more money and weapons, that they should do so now. And he's suddenly indifferent to the upcoming election results. Zelensky said, well, if Mr. Donald Trump becomes president, then we will work with him. I am not afraid of it. Yes, you are afraid of that, Zelensky, because Daddy Trump, he wants a little sugar. If you're going to get money from Trump, you better be giving Daddy some sugar. He is not going to be for free like Biden. You better be afraid, Zelensky. Be very afraid, because that money is not going to come easy if Trump is president. Biden has warned Black Americans, if you guys don't know, the MAGA officials will undo everything the NAACP stands for. They want to deny you freedom, says Biden. They'd impose a nationwide ban on abortion. Joe Biden said that to the Black community, to the freaking Black community. Oh, okay. Listen to me. Listen to me. Is this thing on? Listen to me. Joe Biden, this is how he sees you, Black community. Black people, wake up. This is how Joe Biden sees you. He said that MAGA is going to take away your freedom, that MAGA is going to deny you freedom to abort your babies. How can you talk to a community like that, a whole community of people like that, and there not be riots in the streets? I don't understand. I don't understand how he can get away with speaking so disrespectfully to the Black community and nothing happens, but more and more support. You couldn't speak to any other community like that. He would never say that to the Asian community. Oh, Asians, oh, ye Asians, you don't want Trump. He's going to take away your ability to kill your babies. Asians would be like, well, why we want to do that for? He talked to us. It will be riots in the streets. Any other community, Arabs, Muslims, Arabs. Oh, you Arabs, you Taliban, you towheads. Trump, the MAGA Republicans are going to take away your ability to kill your little bin Ladens. They're going to take away your ability to kill your little suicide bombers. Oh, how do you think we would respond to that as Arabs? We will lose our freaking minds. Are you kidding me? You wouldn't say that to any other community, but Biden says that to Black Americans. oh, the MAGA is going to take away your freedom. So anyway, Joe Biden used these words and others to frighten Black Americans into voting for him, forgetting that mentioning abortion to the Black community is likely to stir thoughts of Margaret Sanger, the racist founder of Planned Parenthood, who placed their clinics into Black neighborhoods and prayed for self-imposed Black annihilation. He mentioned the right to vote, forgetting that the Democrat Party never wanted the Black community to have the ability to vote in the first place. He was alluding to the dreaded Project 2025. If you guys don't know about that, read up on it for yourselves. Trump has repeatedly denied being a part of any such stupid proposition as Project 2025. This is another rumor that the Democrats are trying to push. They pushed anything, Russia, 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 taxes, 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 everything that they can. And now the Democrats have made up Project 2025. IDs without burqa. I shouldn't be laughing now. Get off my channel. Get off my channel right now. No, 2025 is absolutely base. This is their idea of scaring America. So even if you consider it base, that's their idea of scaring America. They are pushing these ideologies like, oh, it's going to be extreme. He's going to be extreme. Oh, this, blah, blah, blah. And that is something that Trump has denied being a part of anyway. He is not a part of Project 2025. Eugenics. Says Black women and the church worship the Democrats like a cult. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to say anything about that, because if I say something, I'm racist and I can't say it. But I'm not going to say anything about that, but I want to move on. Joe Biden claims that he can save the Black community, that he will be the savior for the Black community. After painting the MAGA movement as anti-Black, Joe Biden claimed to have the solutions that will ease his perceived Black concerns. Joe Biden promised to ask Congress to pass protections against voter protections, including the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act and the Freedom to Vote Act. He also promised to somehow restore Roe v. Wade, something that right now is in its proper place, but he's promising that he is going to restore the so-called right to kill the babies at a national level. He's doing this all in defiance of the SCOTUS's ruling that returned abortion policies to the states, as we all know. And even though Biden has asserted that he's in the race to win it all, his powerful Democrat allies have turned against him in an almost Caesar-like manner. And we already know we don't really do public executions anymore, but this can be something similar if we put it into perspective. This is something similar to what they're doing to Biden. At first they were like, oh, we're all for Biden, blah, blah, blah. And now they've all turned against him in a glorious fashion. He was drooling on stage. I mean, the people, oh my God. I almost think that was intentional. What do you guys think? I believe that it was intentional to show Biden that way on purpose. This is why they tried to do the debate so early on in the election season, because they want to show the nation what Joe Biden looks like or how he is, maybe. I think this was all a part of a plan. What do you guys think? I think that this was all part of a plan, personally. They do these debates early on to show what he's looking like, because they knew that people would turn against him. And the media, I believe, all in lockstep, turned against Joe Biden on purpose right after the debates, because it was a plan. It was a plan. But I wonder who they plan to push to the forefront as the nominee of the Democrat Party. I wonder. Yakub says the Democrats are the world's biggest cult. Mm, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Oh, 1 second, guys. The family is texting. All right. The family tells me good night. That's so sweet. You know, I don't deserve my family. I don't deserve them. They're so good, right? So good to me. Sometimes, do you guys ever feel this way? I'm going to ask you guys a question and we're going to move on, okay? But I want to ask you guys this. Do you guys ever feel unworthy of your families, or like your family is too good for you? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't know. Like maybe you're not deserving of the love that your family gives you or something like that. I don't know. Sometimes I feel that way because I guess I always feel like I'm useless or worthless, but it's kind of like people don't have to be nice to you. You know, people aren't forced to be nice to you. They aren't forced to like you or communicate with you, or, you know, people can just forget about you if they want to, but they don't. They contact you, they see about you, see if you're all right, they say goodnight to you, they do things. Do you guys ever feel that way? I know it's a little bit of a change of subject. I'm just curious. Says my wife is an absolute saint. I'm not worthy. She makes my world. That is beautiful, Shade Master. That's beautiful. And it is a beautiful thing, isn't it? To have somebody that you're not worthy of. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. But says, yes, my auntie brings me food. Omega, you know what? I hate you. He says, nope, that's just you. I hate you. I hate you with a passion. Why do you even come to my channel? Why? I swear he comes just to burst my bubble. He comes just to humble me. You know, anytime I start feeling happy for a second, he's like, nope, that's just you, psycho. Worthless piece of. I'm like, don't you guys feel that warm and fuzzy feeling? Nope. Nope. It's cold and solid over here. Nothing warm and fuzzy. Oh, Megan, please. Can you just try? Try to just connect with me on a human level. Just like, can we connect a little bit? No? Okay, fine. Fine. Go. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't even know why you're here. I don't even know why. Jeez. Okay, all right. Anyway, well, since Omegon has took away the the sentimental part of my stream, I'll go back to the news. I'm going back to the news. Here we go. Back to the news. LGBTQIA plus pedos, everything's sick. My goodness. Ugh, this story is gonna piss me off. All right, here we go. Let's start it, I guess. A transsexual bully terrorizes a mother to be. A woman expecting of a child is bullied and terrorized by a transsexual. The transsexual sister-in-law of a mother to be exploded on his, hers, its sister after being told that the transsexual, cannot watch the woman give birth. This person was told, this transsexual was told that no, they cannot watch the woman give birth. The pregnant woman had a plan of how she wanted to give birth and who she wanted to be present at said birth with her, which comprised of her closest friends, her husband, and her two sisters supporting the woman while she would birth the child at home or birth the newest member of the family at home. The transsexual sister in law assumed that they would be amongst those selected to be present for the birthing of the newest family member, but they were sore when they found out that, like the woman's brother, he, she, it would not be included. The he, she, it exploded into a fit of anger and attempted to guilt trip their pregnant sister in law by pointing out that they will never be able to give birth and that excluding he, she, it was taking away her womanhood. All right, that excluding this person from watching this woman give birth to the newest member of the family would be somehow taking away he, she, its womanhood and depriving the transsexual woman of her only chance of experiencing this expression of femininity. Okay. All right. I think it's time for just a little bit of tea. I think this is a great tea break. Um, this is just a perfect time to salute. This is the perfect time to have some fermented tea. All right. Why is it so strong? Why is it so bitter? I I just made this tea. It is so bitter. I think the tea leaves are. I think it's too many tea leaves in there. Wow. Anyway, nonetheless, um, I know, I know. Give me a second. Just give me a second. I get it, but hold on. We have to listen. This person said that this would be depriving the transsexual woman of her only chance of experiencing this expression of femininity. So after this confrontation, the pregnant woman was bombarded with angry emails from multiple fags. I'm sorry. This pregnant woman who at this time in her life needs to be creating the newest member of the family, who needs to be focusing all of her energy on nurturing the newest member of the family so that she can bring a healthy member of the family into the world, instead of having time to do that, to do which is a very important job for every woman. Every woman has the very important job of bringing healthy family members into the family. So instead of giving that woman the time and the relaxation and the calm environment that she needs to do the job that she needs to do, which every woman needs to do in a family, she is bombarded with angry emails from multiple people calling her a transphobe along with other things, along with other things that I'm not going to mention because the names are here in front of me, but I will not mention all of the names. But this group of faggots, they are men harassing a woman, trying to take over a woman's space. And it's the most misogynistic thing that you could do, to be honest. I mean, for these people who say that they are anti-misogynist, that they are anti this and anti that, it sure does seem to me that you are trying to dominate and take over women's areas and their spaces and force them into doing what you want them to do when you want them to do it. So anyway, the transsexual sister-in-law apparently went to the trans mob and complained about being excluded from the birthing of the newest family member. However, not every transsexual person that reached out to the woman was on the attack. Well, that's good to know. One transsexual woman extended her support by saying, "Hi, trans woman here. You're not being transphobic here. You alone decide who gets to attend the birth, and you are our NTA, whatever that means. I don't even know what NTA means. If anybody knows what NTA means, please let me know." But she says, "You and you alone gets to decide who has the honor of attending the birth, and you are NTA. Dysphoria is a bitch, and your sister-in-law should get this sorted out in therapy." So does anybody know what NTA means? When this person said, you shouldn't be obligated to blah, 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 you are NTA. Does that mean that you are not, I don't know, NTA? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Farmer, go to the naughty corner right now. March your hiney over to the naughty corner, sir. We look, the naughty corner is in full effect. And this is my first time ever sending you to the naughty corner. But how can I send him to the naughty corner when I'm laughing? Oh my gosh. Not there. Guys, stop. No. Thomas. You got to put that with an exclamation mark at the end. No, not the a-hole.
No, he's right. That's actually exactly what that means.
Shut up, Samael, is it?
Yes, it
No.
is.
No. Oh my God. I love it. No, but listen, but when we have this said by a group of people who love backdoor activities, when we have a group of people that love backdoor activities say not the a-hole, you got to put an exclamation mark at the end because they're basically saying like, no, please, anything but the a-hole. Not the a-hole. Sorry. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop before my husband comes here and beats my ass. Okay. So that person, there's that. I swear, if a door swings open and I get my ass beat, it's because of you guys. I don't want to get beat today. Okay, listen. I was not expecting that to be the answer, okay? That's all I'm saying. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Okay, he's like, I ain't scared of no ants. No. No. Okay, wait. All right, let me get some more, okay? Hold on 1 second. Neil says, it wasn't that long ago that even the husband/father would not be allowed to witness childbirth. That's crazy. That's crazy because I've never known a time that men weren't allowed to be present at the birth of the new family member. I had never. Gimmick. Do not follow the farmer's lead, okay? If farmer jumps off a bridge, are you gonna jump too, gimmick? Huh? Gimmick. Don't follow farmer's lead now. Stop it. He's gonna lead you down the wrong path. Okay, all right, let me see. I have something else for you guys too. Here we go. So I want to talk to you guys really quick about something before I give you guys the next article. There has been a lot of information coming out about the assassination attempt on Trump's life. More information that comes out, the more confusion that, well, I won't say confusion, the more side eyes that we have towards the Secret Service that was protecting him that day. It seems as though, okay, so the person who did the kill shot of the guy who tried to kill President Trump was fired. He was fired, and a lot of people were upset about that, saying, if he did his job, why is he being fired? If any of you guys have seen more information about that, there are some sources that say it's not that he did his job, it's that he didn't follow orders. At first they were saying he didn't follow orders, and then they're saying he did follow orders and that's why he was fired. So here we go. Here's the example. The first theory was that everybody was telling the Secret Service that there's nothing to repeat. Siri, shut up. I'm not talking to you. Quiet. Okay. The first theory was that people were telling the Secret Service that something was going on, and there was a guy who was scaling the side of the building with a scope on his back and going up there to scope out. The Secret Service was saying they didn't care about it. They said, oh, we don't care about it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This was the only building for miles, right? Only tall building, and the Secret Service didn't care about it. It makes no sense, right? Then minutes before the shot happened, before the first shot happened, there was somebody in the Secret Service's ear telling him, there is a guy with a scope that's facing the president. Take a shot. Should I take a shot? The Secret Service was asking his upper whatever, saying, should I take the shot? They said no. So he was following orders by not shooting, supposedly, right? Following orders. Then the first shot comes out, and then they say, shoot. So then he follows orders. So when all this came out, this guy told this story to the people who were questioning what happened, and people said he was ordered to not shoot, so he was following orders. Then later on it comes out, they said, we told him to shoot and he never shot. He didn't follow orders. Huh? The behind President Trump, if you look in the at the camera angle, behind President Trump, there was a row of women behind him. There was and one man. So there was a gentleman, 3 women, and then on this side behind him, there was a woman wearing dark black glasses. And right behind her was a beautiful blonde woman wearing a Trump hat, a Make America Great Again hat. When these first shots came, when the bullets first started going, if you look at the videos, all of the people looked around first and then within milliseconds ducked down. Right? The same time President Trump was ducking down, everybody else ducked down as a response to follow the president. If you look at the video, the woman with the dark black glasses didn't flinch. She didn't flinch, not one bit. Then she pulls out her camera her phone, her camera phone, and starts recording, right? This woman was also a head of, I forget what position of the FBI she was in. I want to talk with you guys. We have the FBI that is run by the DNC, sorry, that is run by the Democrats. That is, the FBI is no longer a prestigious group. Okay, it's no longer a prestigious organization. No longer, no more. The FBI has turned into the bulldog for the Democrats. The FBI has turned into basically, I guess you could say, the right hand of the Democrats. So now what we have is the FBI, with all the capabilities that the FBI has, targeting Trump for the Democrat Party. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I want to tell you, I don't I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nothing. And I'm sure Trump doesn't either. He doesn't even have his people that are supposed to be protecting him cannot even be trusted. So what does a man do when no one around him can be trusted anymore? What do you do? He says they never were. I believe you at this point. I believe you, Sani. I believe you. Says rumor is that the shooter was hired and then crossed out so he couldn't talk. He was a 20-year-old boy who most likely had been listening to years and years of indoctrination from the Democrats of how Trump is a threat to democracy, how he needs to be stopped, how Joe Biden even said we should put Trump in the bullseye. Right? You guys remember that? And when President Biden was asked about this by leftist media, of all people, leftist media asked Joe Biden, what did you mean by that? Because now you see there was an assassination attempt on President Trump. What did you mean by we need to put Trump in the bullseye? What did Biden say? Oh, no. I meant that we need to focus on him. We need to focus on Trump, because nobody is focused. Here's the deal. What's the deal, Biden? No. Here's the deal. Look, we're in a situation where nobody's focusing on Trump. I said we need to focus on him. Did you guys hear that nonsense that he said? Did you guys hear? So Biden says that he didn't mean that we need to put him in the bullseye. He meant that we need to focus on him because nobody is focusing on Trump. When for years, that's all everyone has been doing is focusing on Trump. I can't even look, if you guys even go to cartoon videos, you can't even go to a cartoon video on YouTube without somebody in a comment section talking about Trump. You're in a cartoon video. I'm watching videos of Tom and freaking Jerry. Tom and Jerry. Okay? I'm watching videos of Tom and freaking Jerry. Okay, that's all I need to be watching. I go to the comment section, and why are people talking about Trump in the comment section? Oh, look at that. You know who reminds me of Tom? Trump. Trump reminds me of Tom, and the rest of America is Jerry. I can't even go to a simple children's video without people talking about Trump. So what the hell did Joe Biden mean by we need to focus on Trump? We have been focusing on Trump. Well, they have been focusing on Trump for the last 6 to 8 years. This is not something that's new. What do you mean we need to focus on Trump? All you guys have been doing is focusing on Trump. The media, that's all they do is focus on Trump. And if you notice, People stopped watching the media after Trump was no longer in office. When they took Trump out of office, CNN and all the rest of the liberal media didn't know what to do with themselves. They were like, we don't have nothing to talk about, because their views were only up when Trump was president, because they spew so much hatred, and people love hatred. Whether we like it or not, humans love hatred. They love hatred, they love fear. And if you promote those things on news channels, people will tune in every night faithfully. And that's what they did. They tuned in for the talk about Trump. Yeah, I know, Minuka. Minuka. But then when he was questioned about it, he said, oh, I just meant that we need to focus on Trump. As if America hasn't been doing that for the last 6 years. Get out of here. Hi, Brock. I know chimpanzee is smarter than Biden. Can you stop? You guys, stop it. We gotta be nice to one another, okay? Kyle Rittenhouse will make a fine bodyguard. Listen, Kyle Rittenhouse, you know what? I'm gonna say this and I'm never gonna say it again. I'm gonna say this, I'm never gonna say it again. The leftists have shooters, right? The leftist shooter missed Trump, right? Kyle Rittenhouse is a right-wing shooter, supposedly, right? Right-wing shooter, right-wing. Kyle Rittenhouse, young boy, barely legal to have a gun, and an excellent shooter. He had all those people he could have killed that night, yet he only shot people on target, and he only shot the people that assaulted him, the people who actually came after him. He didn't end up hitting anybody innocent. He didn't miss and hit an innocent person or something like that. He's an excellent shooter for a kid. I'm like, the left can't do anything right. The left can't do anything right. You can't even get a good shooter. But you know what? Even if they did have a good shooter, God was in control of Trump's head. Even if they had the best shooter, I think they still would have missed, because God had control of Trump's head. Did you guys see? Trump's head moved this way right on time. How is that even possible? That is only God. You can't tell me anything different. Nobody's going to grab your head and move it right on time before that bullet was supposed to enter you at a 30-degree angle. There is no way that anything other than divine intervention had any way. There wasn't even another way that Trump could have moved his head without dying. If he would have moved just the other way, let's say he moved, instead of going this way, he went that way, he would have been even more dead, because then it would have hit more straight on. I can't. That's God. That's nobody but God. So you know what? Maybe they did have a fine shooter, but when you got God involved, all of your plans will fail. Because if God says no, then damn it, it's no. It is what it is. God said no. I tell you, God took Trump's head and turned it. We saw it for ourselves. That is something else. I mean, that is something that, whew. And someone said, oh, that was staged. You can't stage missing a shot like that. Even if you wanted to miss on purpose, you cannot stage that. You cannot, because there's no way that a person could even miss on purpose like that. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't miss within centimeters like that. You can't. Even if you try to miss on purpose, you can't replicate what happened. So these are coming from people who never shot a gun before. If anybody's ever shot a gun before, which many of you guys in the chat have, most of us have shot guns here because we are Second Amendment. Most of us have guns here. Well, unless you all lost them in boating accidents like I did. But we've done this before. We know how difficult it is to miss a shot on purpose. To miss it within centimeters like that is impossible. It says the wind is a notorious leftist. I love it. I love it. Roy says, there is no God in communism. No, there is, Ray. There is a God in communism. You guys know who the God is, right? The government. Government is God in communism. You worship the government. Hmm? You pray to it. You ask for forgiveness from it. You beg for your rights from it. You dare not go against it. The government is God in communism, right? There is a God, but it's not the type of God that we know. It's not something that's all powerful and all knowing and omnipresent. Well, for them, it might be the government. So, anyway, I'll let you guys go, I guess. Do you guys want to go? I'll let you guys go. Do I have any more things? Wait, let me see. Do I have? Hold on, hold on. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good enough. All right. I can let you guys go, actually. Mm-hmm. I can let you guys go now. Thank you all for joining me tonight. It has been my pleasure to enjoy the last 2 hours with you all. I have enjoyed you. I appreciate you all joining me tonight when you could be doing anything else with your summer nights. But you guys are here with me on a Saturday, chatting it up and enjoying the time together. So thank you all. I appreciate you for coming here and being with me and not forgetting me. I hope to see you all sometime this week. If not, oh yes, that's right. I have a recorded video coming out because we're at 1,000 subscribers, which I'm eternally grateful for. Thank you all so much. And I did promise you that I would release a video for you all, a recorded video, because I have reached 1,000 subscribers. So I am so grateful for you all. Thank you so much. And I will be releasing a recorded video. I just don't know exactly what day yet because I want it to be something that speaks on the topics that we care about, you know? So just give me a minute because I don't want to just release anything. I don't want to just release something just for the sake of releasing it, you know? I want to give you guys something that you'll enjoy. So give me a second to release it, but it will be released. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you. I will see you all next week. And with that, I yield my time. Good night, everyone.